And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
I'm coming up to you. I'm coming ready,
Now it's Ryan. This one completes to Devontae Freeman. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. 63 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 22. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second and 4 at the
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
15 yards on the play, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on second and 8. Breeze. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Breeze to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing now is Breeze. Letting one go. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 28 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hatchet. 21.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan to throw. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
53 at the mark. Set the tone. 21. Defense, let's go. Check 3.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Yellow lady. Check. No. Watch the slant.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Breeze now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw is Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready, 280. Check 53 is light. Blue down. Check go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. He's at the 50. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half with Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Kill. Hey, switch gears. Opposite.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Watch the twist. Slam. 80 weapons. 51, down.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Mike, 53, Mike. I got you.
On third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards on the play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And complete, right side to Cook. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The open man is Smith. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 4 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80! Mark 27! SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS. That's 11. 25. Check it out.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Switch. Ready to go.
Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yo. Check 4. Hey, kill.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready. 95-56. Hey, tight down. There you go. 36.
Breeze to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas in the final minute. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Check, 47. Check back.
They go play action with Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Jones. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, South, go. 56, go.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt